Welcome back to another episode of Pick a Brain. In today's episode, we are exploring the intersection of retail, innovation, and technology, especially how businesses are evolving in a rapidly changing world. Joining us is Muhammed Anas, a dynamic professional and the mind behind Zak Plus, a brand that is carving its space with a forward-thinking approach to retail and customer experience. What makes Anas's journey particularly interesting is his focus on innovation and adaptability, especially in now emerging technologies like artificial intelligence are shaping the way business operate today. In this conversation, we'll dive into the vision behind Zak Plus, the role of AI in retail, and what the future of work and business could look like in the years ahead. Mr. Anas, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So let's get started with the questions.
Yeah, sure. Please do.
Okay, being a UAE kid, what was your journey and how did it go into Zak Plus? What was the vision behind it?
Well, I spent most of my life in UAE. My dad came to UAE in 1984.
Yeah.
And since then, we've been here as a family. Like, obviously, I was not born that time. Then, I spent my childhood I was in Abu Dhabi first. Then I moved to Sharjah.
Mm-hmm.
Then I studied in Dubai. So yeah, I've been in all the major Emirates, and I've stayed in Ajman. So yeah, I've been in all the major Emirates. So my dad started his business in 2005. Then I joined in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
So I was inspired by my dad's journey because he was first a salesperson. Then he was a purchase manager of a big firm in UAE. He was actually one of the stepping stones for that firm itself. So like he was, I think, the 10th employee of the company.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time he resigned in 2005, I think they had more than 1,000 plus employees. So I've seen my dad travel to a lot of countries. He's been to Europe. Back then there was a lot of products coming from Europe to UAE. Now it's mostly China and India, like that. But back then there was a lot of products coming from Europe. And he was the one who launched a lot of brands in UAE itself. So I was very fond of that. I was seeing him like go to a lot of countries. He's bringing a lot of brands, and he was talking a lot about them. So even if we go out on a weekend, he would probably be there looking at shoes. Yeah, he was mostly into shoes. He was a buyer of shoes. Wow. So even during weekends when we go out with my mom and my sister, he'll be looking at shoes in some of the stores. So he was very passionate about that.
Mm-hmm.
So I share that passion. Mm-hmm. I really love what I'm doing, and business is my heart and soul.
Amazing. So you started like 12 years ago, right? 10.
That is official. Unofficially, I've been doing like small businesses, and I was always participated in sales, because like we used to have small retail stores, couple of retail stores, and I used to go there during holidays or weekends. Because sales was always gave me that adrenaline rush. That was really nice. And earlier, like I have an uncle who used to work in a satellite firm. So back then we used to get only like 16 MB USB, 32 MB USB, the flash drives. So he used to give us like for free, he'll give us 1 GB flash drives. So I used to tell him, okay, every week I'll ask him, okay, give me 2, 3 like that, just to give friends. But with that, I would sell it to my friends.
Oh my God!
I would actually spend, I think, 1 dirham or something to get a candy which had a plastic wrap.
Uh-huh.
So I would eat the candy and I would put the flash drive in the wrapper, and I would sell it to my friends.
Oh wow!
For them, it was a big win, because they used to get 1 GB for I think $10 or something.
I see.
Yeah, and for my uncle, he was like, okay, he's giving it for free for me. So I think that was the first
business that you actually launched.
Yeah, I think I was in 6th grade or something when I did that.
Oh wow. Okay, so it was there in your blood all this while. Yeah, you were born with it, I would say.
Yeah, even my granddad was into
Business.
Yeah, so that was in 60s and 50s.
Okay.
Yeah, he was into multiple type of businesses like
Interesting.
cars, land. In Kerala, that's quite common, especially in my area,
Right.
in Palakkad, Malappuram region of Kerala. That was one of the main businesses which people used to do, and yeah,
Okay.
you can say it's in the blood.
I see. And how about Zak Plus? Like, what made you come into Zak Plus?
So initially we were into multiple line of businesses. We were into footwear, we were into electronics, we were into retail.
Okay.
And retail store itself, we had multiple types. Like one was selling mobile phones, the other was selling electronics. So I thought, okay, it was in 2021, I think. Yeah, it was in 2019. In 2019 actually, yeah, in 2019, which we decided, okay, we need a store which combined all of the things that we had, and we could showcase to the public that what we have. But we started the project, but unfortunately COVID hit, and within 15 days we had to shut down the store.
Oh.
We started in March 6th, and in March 21st we had to shut down the store. Then it went on like as usual, but initially that project did not pick up. Then at some point of time, I think in 2022, after a couple of years, we wanted to do something, like we wanted to revamp the store. And the idea was like, how can our store stand out from others? So we wanted to bring in products which were not available in the market. So it was not a cut-through innovation, a breakthrough innovation. It was more like what do you call, different brands or like different styles. Because we were into retail of garments and footwear. So a different fashion is what we looked into. That was the starting of this brand, Zak Plus. Zak Plus is a one-stop fashion destination for men. So we have some unique range of brands for in garments, footwear. We have accessories like watches, chains, or like all kind of accessories. Then we do have skincare, everything that a man needs. That's what Zak. That is the DNA of Zak. Yeah.
I see. So you don't make anything for women, yeah?
Soon, probably we'll make a Zakarina Plus or something.
Oh, that's a really good name, Zakarina. You should think about it.
Okay.
Well, what was the biggest challenge that you faced throughout the year?
The biggest challenge, of course, there was this pandemic which happened. That was there. Then mainly the difference in the problem in the fashion industry is that how do you stand out? How do you display your product? How is it different from others? That is the main challenge that you face, because every other day a new brand is being launched.
Right. True.
Because like if you have a concept, you make a design, so it's easy to start a brand like that, but it's very difficult to be consistent. So even in the case of Zak Plus, when I was selecting brands from India, the thing was like there were a lot of brands in India, but most of the time a brand was there for 2 or 3 years. Then after that the brand vanished. So it was difficult to find consistent brands. And when I found these consistent brands, they were not actually interested in going abroad. They were just focusing on Indian market, because that was enough. We have 1.4 billion people are there. So everybody was not really keen on expanding abroad. So
And what was the challenges you faced?
Yeah. So the difficulty was in finding. I was focusing on bringing just 5 brands. There's thousands of brands in India. So finding that 5 good, consistent brands, which also offered a variety in designs. Because like if there are 2 brands giving the same product, that'll be waste of space, and so that was the main thing. So I wanted to bring 5 brands, and in terms of garments, actually, men's garments, I wanted to bring 5 brands who had different designs, different concepts. And the main idea also was that if you go to a store which has a single brand, there would be, I would say, around 10-15 designers working on behind the brand, and you will be seeing the designs made by that 5 designers. But if you come to Zak Plus has 5-6 brands, and each of these brands has 20 plus designers. So you're seeing designs from 150 people, 150 perspective. So you will find collections which you cannot find anywhere else. Because if you go to a particular store, they'll be selling a minimalist design where you can just buy that. And if you go to a hypermarket kind of store, they'll have their multiple brands, but mostly it's their own brands, and it'll be selected, or the design, everything is done by a group of 3 or 4 people.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, when you were talking about it, I was actually thinking, women has a lot of section,
right?
And mostly when it comes to fashion, even men focus on women's clothing rather than a man, right? Even I've seen the famous designers, they all have women fashion, right?
True.
And just something. This is a very unique perspective. That men also need something different.
Yeah, we're actually making this is kind of a man cave in future. So right now it's not at its full what do you call it, at the fullest. So in future we'll be opening stores which would look entirely different from this. But the core idea is simple. It's a man cave. So everything that a man needs. So in future we are thinking of having a space where men can spend time, just chatting. Probably we are bringing in a hairstylist. We're bringing a stylist you can choose, because most of the time, men, we go to buy clothes only at the at a tipping point where we have nothing in our wardrobe, and we just have black shirts. We'll be just going, okay, I want to buy something new, and we'll be confused. We'll be looking at here and there, and okay, what do I buy? So in future, we'll be having a stylist where you can get advice from him, like how do you want to dress, for what occasion. So all those things will be provided from us, and stylists will also give you suggestion on how can you look better, your hairstyling, because style, dressing, your shoes, everything, it adds to your confidence. Because right now confidence is in everything that you need, even if it's in a business or a job.
Yeah, definitely. So you brought in the revolution of men's attires is what I should understand. No, because in 2019 I don't remember anybody was so much focused on the men. It was 5-6 years back. They were not that keen about what they wear. After the corona, I see a lot of influencers bringing in their costume or their shoes or whatever, their styles out. And they're more out there after that, or maybe I saw it after that, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, after corona, after the pandemic, and there is a trend where men they started spending more in terms of their attire. Because earlier we used to say, men used to buy a man will buy one black shoes and he'll wear it for party, he'll wear it for even some people, even for jogging, he might wear a formal shoe and go. Yeah, so that has changed. Now people wear it according to the colors, everything. Even the color palettes of shoes has changed. Earlier, I also have a brand called Gats, which is into sports shoes, lifestyle shoes actually. So the main idea behind it, when we started, it was the idea we developed in 2017. So back then, when you were buying shoes, especially lifestyle shoes, there were just 2 options. One is it can either be comfortable or it can be stylish. Right. There was no stylish, comfortable combined. There's no option like that.
True. I have noticed.
So that's when we launched Gats. That was in 2000. Design concept was conceptualized in 2017 and it was launched in 2021.
Okay. After the the pandemic, I was.
So then, after pandemic, you can see there's a lot of shoes which has a lot of colors, vibrant colors. Earlier it used to be only a niche of people, like sneakerheads used to buy these colorful shoes. But a general public, they prefer to be black, brown, white, like that. When white was less.
Right.
But now, that has changed.
Going back to my brother's closet, I still remember he having black, white, and grey and blue. Yes.
Blue shirts, definitely not shoes.
4 shades of clothing. I mean, the dress. And I remember my parents always telling them, don't you have a different color? And goes to my dad's closet, the same colors you would find. So
my wardrobe, it was like all shades of blue. Yeah, blue,
Okay.
every shade of blue in shirt, and pants were more like just 2 colors were there. But then when I started developing the idea of Gads, even I changed.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If I can change, then you can change.
I think before backpacking was much more easier for men. Right now, I don't think so. So nowadays, AI is coming up in the industry, and I would say it was always there. But then the impact that is showing to different industries has been more evident right now. In your Zak Plus or in the fashion industry as a whole, what do you think what role does AI play?
AI to any business is inevitable, because if you look at our retail industry, earlier when people used to go to buy their clothes, they'd probably see a shirt or a trouser, they just buy it. Then when they get home, they'll think of, okay, how do I pair it? But now there is a lot of options where when you go to a store and you can have an app, you can ask the app, okay, this shirt looks cool on me, probably what will go best with it. And let's say I want a fashion, use it for a party. So how do I pair it? What accessories can I buy? So you can even in some of the AI apps, actually, you can attach all these images and ask it, okay, is it okay if I pair it? Or if there's anything odd, it'll probably tell you. So not just fashion industry, retailing, everywhere, AI is going to be huge actually. AI is going to be very important in the area of analytics, where you study how your products move, especially in terms of inventory, your product movement, what is being sold, what is not being sold, what is there at the back end. You can optimize your purchase, your inventory. That is actually very important in retail industry, because the biggest problem that we face is always your back-end stock, the inventory piling up, stocks getting damaged. So all those things are one of the biggest challenges of.
Yes, Anas. Actually, I remember I used to pin things in Pinterest, and look at the styles and look for something which I can buy at this, this all of the same. Like, I don't usually find it out, but right now I can see a lot of the similar designs out there. And right now it is on Instagram, I would say, and there are other few apps which I can pin things on.
Not just that, there are a lot of website which has AI features where you can actually take a picture of a dress and put it over there, and they'll find a similar one or the exact one for you.
Oh.
So it's easier to find stuff now.
Okay, so you're telling me that this AI feature is also there in Zak Plus?
Zak Plus, our website is actually, we are revamping it, and right now, yes, we are adding a lot of features to it, especially with the help of AI.
Okay, tell me which all features on AI have you used till now?
In terms of the website, we'll be adding a styling option where you can actually, the website is going to give you suggestions for for a shirt, what will go, the pants, the shoes, the accessory which will go with it, and that too for different occasions. If you ask for a party wear, it'll style it according to that, and if it's for just a casual day, it'll style it accordingly. So Zak Plus will give you that, and we're also trying to add a person's measurements, like his chest size, legs, so that you can actually see yourself in the website, and it'll give you the option of styling.
That is very interesting. I mean, I didn't think then people will step out of their house.
You don't have to.
You're making it very easy for people. So tell me, Zak Plus is available online as well, right?
Right, but we are launching our website in May 20th.
Oh,
for Eid.
okay. Nice. For the big Eid. Okay, very nice. We're waiting for that. So will there be celebration?
Definitely. Amazing discounts, amazing offers. And offers, of course, your best thing is you look great when you buy stuff from Zak Plus, because we'll give you professional styling tips.
Oh,
yeah, so
that's interesting. Styling tips.
So what offer do you need? I mean,
no, please give a 20% off for those people who are watching the show.
Okay, done. We'll declare the coupon code soon.
That's interesting. So all you have to do is connect with us for the discount. Okay, Anas, do you see AI as a threat to jobs or more of an opportunity?
That is one of the questions that goes over everybody's head, especially after the AI thing got popular. Don't see AI as a threat. It is actually a tool. So it's like your pen. So in future, there's gonna be AI in every industry, every jobs. Definitely will get affected, but I don't think it's in a negative way. So there's gonna be just two types of people, or like the employees. The labor can be divided into two. One who knows how to use AI, and the other who doesn't. So and I think relatively AI is easier to learn.
Right.
It's not like earlier you used to go to a university for a couple of years and get a degree like that. I mean, you can learn coding easily. Even if you use a basic chat GPT, they'll tell you how to use coding. And another thing is like I said earlier, analytics has become very easy because a lot of ERP softwares has AI tools which will help you. Like they'll tell you in advance, even in the front page, it'll tell you, okay, your so-and-so product is not performing, your so-and-so product is doing well, so you should increase the stock, your safety level of stock. So everything AI tells you makes your job easier. So if you look at a perspective of a manager, earlier he used to spend probably a week or something to prepare his budget. Maybe now with the help of AI, you can do the budgeting within a couple of days or probably in some hours.
Right.
Yeah. So for example, in our company itself, our ERP software has AI integration, and advertising we use AI. A lot of softwares we use. So like Cdance is quite popular now. So these days the reels and all are made. You don't have to go out. So earlier I used to go with my team. In the beginning stage, I used to go with my team and shoot. If you look at my old Instagram posts, my company's Instagram posts, it'll be my leg over there. I used to be the model, but now it's like you can get a really good-looking model, and what do you call all your backgrounds. You can shoot in drone if you want. You don't have to go there. So yeah, so AI is gonna help you guys when you'll have to understand. I think just common sense is needed to understand any AI tool. If you are a designer, for example, if you are a designer and you know to prompt properly, you can get amazing work done from Cdance or Gemini or any other platforms like that.
Amazing. What skills do you think people need to stay relevant in today's world?
Like I said in the previous question, you'll have to have an understanding of whatever job that you're going to do. For example, if you're into accounts, you should have the core idea. You should know what are the concepts and all those things. If you understand that, then with the help of AI tools and your ERP software, I think you can get the works done easily. Yeah.
So Anas, tell me, do you do any kind of trainings in your department about AI or anything like whatever is coming in trend right now in the market? Do you give them a training?
We do train our staffs in terms of in multiple areas actually. The most important being customer service, how they provide, how do they attend a customer, because like I told you earlier, there are thousands of brands these days, and the best way to stand apart from them is with the service that you provide. Because you go to a brand, you see a shirt, maybe if you go to 5-6 shops, the 6th shop will have the same product. So what matters is how the staffs over there, they behave to you, how do they serve you. So we definitely give them training on that. And for example, another department, I would say, my designers and team, we give them training on how to use AI tools, like I said, how to give the proper prompts. So we give a training on that. Digital marketing training we do provide.
Okay.
Yeah. So each department my sales team, we also provide them with a styling training. Because in future, like right now, like I said, we'll have just one stylist in one store. But we train our rest of the staffs so that everybody is a stylist. So everybody has because everybody has different tastes.
Alright.
So maybe one person's styling tips you might not find it at best, while the other person's will feel it right.
All right. So also you're training them on, how
Styling,
to styling and things like that. Perfect. So, so that you have already a learning culture in your organization. How do you describe your leadership style?
Leadership, I think,
Yeah.
I don't think I'm the one who should say about that. Probably my employees should. But I'm one of those person who I like to listen to what my team has to say. I mean, before I make any decision, because I respect their opinion, I respect their position. In each company, there is. I really don't like saying organizational hierarchy, because I don't believe there's hierarchy. There is a position for everyone, and there is a jurisdiction, I would say, for things that they will be doing. And yeah, I give the respect to them. I respect that. I respect the boundaries that, and yeah, I would say, like, I'm an Indian, so I give it's a democratic kind of leadership.
Okay, so you say that whoever takes up the accountability, you give them a
Right.
Position according to that.
Yeah.
So you don't have anybody like based on what they are working at or the designation that you give them, rather than you have it on what they do, what they take accountability on.
When we hire a person, let's say you are hiring a sales merchandiser or a visual merchandiser. So you see, everybody has a perspective on everything, I would say. 'Cause like when a visual merchandiser, if he suggests that, okay, our signage doesn't appeal to the customer, so I would probably tell my store manager or the store designer that, okay, how can we improve that? And I would ask him, okay, if this suggestion is actually valid. Yeah, so everybody, I'm open for suggestions, I'm open for opinions.
see.
In my company, I don't restrict anybody to their position or anything. So if they have any suggestion, they are open to speak to me. I think most of my employees, they have my mobile number as well. Yeah.
How do you handle uncertainty or tough decision in business? Because you don't give them, that kind of a hierarchy or anything. So what do you think? Every complaint will come to you, right?
No. See, I just said I don't like the term hierarchy. In my company, there are positions, there are managers, there are sales supervisors, salespersons. I respect everybody's opinion. So anybody wants to give their opinion, they can definitely reach out to me, because I visit all our stores, all our departments. So that's what I meant actually. And in terms of challenges, I strongly focus on data-driven. I take a data-driven approach. Like I said, my ERP and all are equipped with AI facilities, features which helps me take decisions. For example, at a point of time before I made all these changes, ERP changes, my store had a problem. Like they used to tell me, okay, let's say a product X was selling more, or a product with this kind of feature was selling more. But after a while, when I got these features, I did proper analytics. I found out that was actually the third best selling. It was not the first one. While the first selling product was not in stock.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was actually a shocker, because with the help of these AI tools, you can actually get to know your business like from inside out.
Got it.
So it's not. Don't consider this as micromanaging, but it's like when you develop a business, you will have to know from the root to tip, and with help of these AI applications or software, it makes your life easier. And it helps you to take decisions on time. Because earlier, like I said, if you had to make some decisions, you have to go to your auditor, you have to review the data. Now you just have to input your data. Maybe in your home screen itself, you'll get the pop-up message saying, okay, this is the problem, you'll have to sort this out.
Right. Okay, so tell me, what are the future plans for Zak Plus?
Zak Plus,
Zakrina?
Zakrina not soon actually, but Zak Plus, we are moving into a franchise model.
Okay.
And we are hoping to expand to all GCC and India. We are also planning to bring in more brands which actually has the potential to perform, and some design, actually you'll be surprised to see some brands which I've seen in some villages in India, and they hardly have any production unit or capacity, but the designs were amazing. So we are bringing in a couple of brands like that from remote places who has the passion and who wants to take their brand internationally. That is being done one side, and the other we are looking for franchise opportunities in all GCC. And like I said earlier, my Zak Plus website is also under process, so probably next month it'll be launching. And yeah, so we are looking to serve customer better.
Perfect. What advice would you give to someone starting their own business?
When you start your business, definitely it's not going to be easy. But it is easier than it was before. It's going to be challenging, but I think with the help of your AI and continuous and learning, you can actually overcome the competition. And it's all about being different in the market. How well you place yourself, how your product, how does it stand, and definitely the quality in terms of product and quality of service. These are quite important. Actually, that is the most important thing I would say. Quality of the product and quality of service. Yeah.
Quality of the service and quality of the product.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That is definitely important. Anyways, if someone wants to future-proof themselves, what's one simple step they can take?
First thing is some people, I've seen a lot of people who wanted to start business and they thought, okay, I'm not ready yet. Okay, you're never going to be ready, to be honest. I don't think any businessman who started their business felt, okay, I'm ready, I know everything. So if somebody thought that way, I think you'll have to recheck. And it's an ongoing process. Like you see a doctor once he graduates, like does MBBS or his MD, even after that, every year he'll have to learn about new disease, new pandemic, or like what was happening in the world, everything he has to do. That goes for every business. So if you stop studying, it's like you'll have to have that continuous studying process. That is for you and also for your team. Because if you're just studying and you're not conveying it to your team, then your company will be running in the old-fashioned way, and you will have the thought, but what they see is going to be different. So continuous learning is important, and adapting to new technology is also very important.
Okay. So let's have a quick rapid fire.
Oh, so I think this was rapid enough.
Was it? Okay. So now I'm gonna shoot. Okay. And you just get 30 seconds to answer one question. Okay. AI in one word.
Opportunity.
Okay. Risk or stability?
Definitely risk.
Risk
risk is always an opportunity, so I would go for risk.
Okay. One habit that drives your success?
Constant desire to innovate.
Okay. Biggest myth about entrepreneurship?
Biggest myth? I'm done with 9 to 5. Now I'll relax and work. I start a business and I'll relax. Yeah.
Okay.
That is a myth.
One skill everyone should learn today?
How to adapt, how to use technology in your learn with evolving technology.
Interesting. Your definition of success?
Definition of success is I think that needs another interview, because I cannot say it in one word.
Okay.
Success is not all about money. It's about peace of mind and the fulfillment that you get when you see your brand, like when people wearing it. So even when I go to a public place, I have a look at all the shoes. I feel very happy when I see my shoes, my brand, somebody is using it. And when I see more than 2 or 3 pairs at the same place, that feel of content, I think that is success.
Interesting. So you find peace?
Yeah, peace.
Peace is there too.
Because if you have, I think in business we have a data-driven approach. At least you'll have peace for next 6 months. So you'll only have to think after the 6 months. Yeah.
Interesting. As to when the fashion changes or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, we together.
Okay. One final question before you go. I'm so sorry I have put you on, on that spot all this while. But this is going to be a little relaxing question. So the relaxed question is, what do you do on the relaxed time? Do you get the space? And if you do, after managing all these brands, and I know it is Zak Plus is just one brand, you have many other, you are a shareholder of many other brands, I know that. So do you get space? And if you do, what do you do?
Relaxed is like I'm always relaxed when I'm at work, because when I'm at work, I'm more like I'm in my zone. So yeah, that is okay for me. But we do. I don't have much of friends. Too many friends. It's a very small circle. And with my team, actually, I do some team working exercises. I don't know how many of you does that. It's really fun actually. When you and your team they get together, we have some fun games and activities where it's not always all the time you have to be the boss. Can be your employee can be the boss, and it'll be fun when you spend time together. It also increases the bond between you guys, because we always talk about employee loyalty, commitment, and all those things. But if you want to build that, it's through all these activities, team building, and also it's actually a part of learning as well, because your leadership skills, everything is being tested, and you can actually get to know a lot about your employees. Maybe if this person has a managerial skill, if you want to promote him. So yeah, so these kind of ways, it's you can actually do such activities to improve your team performance, and I think that's all.
So that's where you analyze your team when you do a team building activity, right? Perfect.
It helps a lot actually.
Wow. Okay.
But I think you should hire an outside team. It's not analysis is much easier when you do it through an outside team, because if it's in-house, I don't know, you might have that the politics and all those.
Also, I think you itself conducting it will also be challenging for you, right? Okay.
So now it's like it's done by somebody else. We can enjoy it.
Yeah, true.
I can be part of the treasure hunt, or yes, any games that we do.
That's really amazing. And thank you so much, Mr. Anas, to have you. It's a pleasure to have you on board.
Thank you for having me.
And I hope I did not trouble you so much with the questions. It was nice to chat with you, and I hope our audience also got a good information on how a retail market should be, and how they should start.
Hope so.
They should start adapting AI into their business and things. And I wish you all the very best, and all the luck in the world for you on May 20th. And please do help us with the coupon code.
Definitely, I'll do that.
So once again, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me, and all the best for your podcast. And I wish you great success.
Thank you so much. And before we close, you have a surprise. All this while, this person has been asking me what's there in a box. So I have a box hidden. Okay, you're not done.
Oh.
And this is for you. Oh, thank you for being in our platform.
Thank you so much.
This is sponsored by our Expo Magic team.
Oh, great skills.
They are a manufacturing company. They are into events.
Cool.
So if you need any stalls, to call them.
Looks cool actually. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. To everyone listening, if this conversation got you thinking about the future of work, technology, and your own journey, then we have done our job. Mr. Muhammed Anas was talking about team building activities in his organization. He brought the team together and made analysis easier through team building activities, which was also fun. If you would have noticed about it, and if you would like to have this in your team or organization as well, do contact us. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Upgrade Skills. You're with me, Anjali, on Pick a Brain podcast in association with Onset Filming and sponsored by Expo Magic.